I mean, now I have my headphones in actually at first, whatever. No big deal. Hi, everyone. I'm tired. There we go. That's the entire stream. All right, bye. No, so I'm a little bit late, as you might have noticed. I'll check out chat in a moment, but I had to rush because I was getting food and things. I was waiting for someone to say, "Hi, tired, I'm dad." There we go. But yeah, Guitar Hero 2 Deluxe 2.0 comes out tomorrow, and I still have like 20 things I have to fucking do for it. And it's just, oh, babe. It's okay. Honestly, it's a bunch of smaller things aside from the one big thing that I still have to finish, which is bass for one of the songs, bass chart. But everything else is fairly minor stuff. I have to rewrite the documentation and make sure everything's all clean and ready to go. Yeah, it's a little frazzling. And that's kind of how the last week has been, to be perfectly honest. It's just sort of been, I haven't been doing anything else. There's no writing, no drawing, no... I was starting work on a little remix EP using Amplitude just to see if I could make some bangers with it. Haven't done any of that lately. It's pretty much all just been I wake up, I do deluxe stuff, and I do that until midnight to 1 in the morning. And then I do it all over again. So I haven't even really been playing games for fun. It was such a strange experience. I had turned on Guitar Hero 2, not because I had to test something, but just because I wanted to watch the game go and listen to the songs. It's a weird idea that I'd want to perhaps play this game for fun. So, make no mistake, Deluxe is going to come out tomorrow at some point, and it will be finished. I do still have to also update the website. That's okay. That's gonna be fine. That's no big deal. But yeah, it's been a nice run up to it. It's been a nice. I'm really proud of how it came out. It's got the polish that you want out of a disc like that. We spent a whole lot of time on. Hey, you're not saving your game, so skip the high score screen. Little things like that like pull it together, you know. It is fun. It's not as much fun when you're like scrambling to get like 2 songs done a day. But it is fun, and I do still like Guitar Hero 2, but the game plan after this is very much I'm going to not do Guitar Hero stuff for a couple weeks, and then I still have to do one more disc that I have finished while I have to port it to the 2.0 base because it's on an older version of Deluxe. Get that out of the way, and I have to I want to do some video stuff for it, so I guess it'll be like YouTube videos, but there'll be bonus videos on the disc instead. So it gives a little incentive for people to actually play through it and get some exclusive Marf YouTube content. But that'll be in December. I'm not doing anything else with this game for the rest of the month. I'm over it. For the moment, I still love it. I'm over it. So what we're going to be doing instead is a little something that I had an idea for. Which is to turn this here little stream into a call-in show. Yes, the worst call-in show of all time. So here's how this is going to go. I have my phone here. No, you're not actually going to call me. But it'll be on a timer. So the timer will be set. If you are in the Somnolescent Outposts, which obviously all the people in chat are. I don't know who else is watching. Borb, if you call me, I'm turning my phone off and using my other phone that isn't activated, so no worries. No worries. I know who you are. But anyway, so if you're in the Outpost, I have my DMs open. I don't know if you need your DMs open. But if you're interested, let me know. And I will call. Or I guess you will call. Yeah, you can call. I'll tell you when, and then you can call. And you'll have exactly 20 minutes to get me banned off YouTube. Or do whatever you want, really. Talk about whatever you want. Hopefully you can take some of the stress off of me having to figure out what to talk about on a stream. But of course I'll talk with you. You know, we can chat about stuff. But like I said, 20 minutes. If you know, you haven't totally shit a hole straight through the bed, maybe I'll let you go for a little bit longer. If I don't like you, I'm going to hang up on you in mid-sentence, yes. So, no worries. No pressure. 20 minutes. No pressure. So, I don't know if anybody's actually interested in doing that. If not, that's going to make me look kind of stupid. But, whatever. I sort of... I don't know. I don't want to call it a quota. I don't care who's the first one. Just let me know if you're interested. Will you do... I'm fucking with you, dude. I'm not actually going to get banned off YouTube. Oh, my leg hurts. I'll try to adjust in my chair a little bit. I have restless legs, which is a problem. Yeah, whatever. Anyway. And I see Cabby's already disappeared. Well, don't DM me right now. Tell me in the chat. I can't see other people. Alright. This could have been better thought out. Whatever, I'm going to get the game going. Yeah, Borb, I don't want you to DM me. I want you to say it where I can see it. And then I will let you know if you're okay. And then you can call me because my Discord window is also my chat window. So we are figuring this out together. Borb and Cammy podcast. Maybe. Maybe not. No, that's not the correct app. I am but a boomer when it comes to Android phones. By the way, I'm using Android now. How long is gonna... 2 hours? That's usually how long the fucking streams go. So timer. I will set the timer for 20 minutes. That's 20 seconds. What the fuck is this? 00. 20 minutes. Excellent. So, I'm going to get my game going. 20-second call. You can't do shit with the fucking 20-second call. Although that would be pretty funny. Do I have the game? I do have the right game loaded. Okay, that's pretty based. Make sure that I have the right window before I switch over. Or else I would make myself look completely incompetent. I couldn't do that. So we're just going to be playing probably some old arcade games. I'm going to start with some Midway stuff because I am used to that. I'm actually less used to that. That's the whole point. But I will turn the game down. Ooh, actually, no. What I'm going to do, get my mixer going, turn the game down so that way you guys can still hear Borb. Because apparently Borb is going to eat fries right in my ears. Binaural. ASMR. Let's go. My face is fucking itchy. Okay. Nope. What am I doing? Oh my god, what is that? What is this weird ringing? Oh, it's the menu music. It's the menu music for the game compilation. Alright. So, we should be all set to go. So, Borb, when you're ready, let me know. And we can go. And you can call. You should have the timer on screen. It's not a timer on the fucking computer. It's a timer on my phone. Okay. Alright. So, Borb. Oh, God.
Cummies.
I'm immediately regretting this.
Hi there.
Oh my God, why are you so far away from your microphone?
Oh no, I'm gonna get closer. Oh, hello?
Another finger on the monkey's paw curls.
Hey, 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 it's Borb. It's me.
Borb is using the microphone on the Donkey Konga bongos. That's their mic. That's why it sounds so shit.
It's a webcam mic, bitch.
Fuck you.
Logitech, bitch.
Fuck you.
No, you. So I was actually doing something before the stream started, like 20 minutes before the stream started. I found this. Yes, I'm actually going to talk about something that isn't just me eating fries into your ear.
Fantastic. I would love to.
I'm actually going to talk about something.
Fantastic.
So Cameron and the boys, they already know about this, but the room that I'm in right now used to be a storage room for shit. So the other day I was cleaning off my shelf, and I learned, like, I found this old camera again. It's a pretty old camera, really small, pretty weak, probably pretty cheap too. But it's also like this unused camera, just missing the battery case, like the thing that covers the batteries. But I was able to find batteries, which were just 3 AA's, and it worked. And I decided, hey, I'm gonna turn it on. It turns on, and well, and Cameron, right? Also, he told me about, like, lighting and how it can't really handle light too well. So my room just looks like a cave, basically.
So, to translate that into English, old cameras are notoriously poor in low light. So, she was expecting to use this camera with what is basically like her desk lamp, and that's about it. And she was
I wasn't expecting anything, excuse you, sir. I'm just saying that, like, I was like, oh wow, it's actually pretty dark through this thing. But then you explained that to me, and then I had the bright idea. Why not try? Because you basically, what you told me, and how I interpreted what you told me, is that it's going to look dark in unnatural light, but in natural light, it might look a little better. So, what I had the idea of doing was stepping out onto my porch and looking through the camera in actual light, like natural light.
daylight.
Yeah. And it did look a lot better, which is pretty cool. I took a singular picture of, like, a deer from, like, 20 foot away.
I normally agree, but I don't have Balloon Fight on this disc, and I don't think I have an NES emulator, so we're not playing Balloon Fight, we're playing Joust. Plus, Balloon Fight, I kick Balloon Fight's ass. Joust kicks my ass. So, at least this has more of a challenge to it. Anyway.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Borb figures out that cameras work better when you give them more light.
I did. There were like 10 deer outside my house, bro. This is a real rural America moment.
A real Pennsylvania moment.
A real Pennsylvania moment. There were like 12 deer.
Shit.
Just outside. And a squirrel ran up the stairs and then instantly up a tree just right in front of me, because it came up the porch and probably didn't expect to be fucking people on that porch, because there fucking never is. So it saw my ass and was just like, oh shit. Oh shit, I'm in danger. I'm going up the tree, bye. So that happened.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's like, it's like 44 degrees out there right now. My hands were freezing. Anyway, happy fall moment. Happy fall.
Do the kids still say moment?
Do they say moment? I'm not a child. I wouldn't know.
You sound like one.
I know. But here's big disclaimer. Borb is not a
Jake,
child.
what do you know about what the kids are into these days? You still post Ray William Johnson gifs.
You say that, but that meme has been, like, researched.
What? What meme?
The Ray William Johnson.
Ray William Johnson is a person, not a meme.
Yeah, but you know what I'm talking about, the song.
The song is called Doin' Ya Mom.
Doing your mom. How many minutes has it been?
It's
been like 3.
Yeah, we're currently looking at... We still have 15 minutes left of this.
Alright. So, something I was going to talk about, but somehow I totally forgot.
Oh, give me another cyan, please. That'll work too. Anyway, as you were saying.
Okay.
Shit.
I didn't know... Because here's the glorious thing about going through storage rooms, right? That you haven't been in for a long time. You're just gonna find shit you didn't know you had. Or just things that, like, you forgot about. And what I found was, like, this thin film. Like, transparent film. And inside of it was, like, a leaf. That presumably my brother or someone, like, tried to preserve in there. And I mean... It's preserved. I mean, it didn't keep all its colors, I'm pretty sure, but it sure is a leaf in a film, which is pretty cool. Maybe I'll try to take a picture of it some other day, or maybe later or something. But it's pretty cool. I left it on my shelf because I'm not throwing it away.
Everyone in the chat has no clue what you're talking about.
Basically, what I'm saying is I found a leaf.
That's right. Like, mark your calendars. She found a leaf.
I found a leaf that was preserved in, like, a transparent film. Like, within, like, a thing of plastic. Like, a flattened piece of plastic. And it's just kind of there.
Borb, your family's all a bunch of hoarders.
I'm sorry! It's not my fault! It's not my fault. This is my brother's room, okay? This is my brother's old room, and he refused to clean it. So, so I just find all sorts of shit, and I'm trying to go through the things, of just trying to clean it up. But you know, it takes a while because there's a lot of shit in here.
Rip.
Some of it could be worth money, I'm sure.
No, I'm not sure leaves preserved in plastic are worth money.
I'm not talking about leaves. I'm talking about the full Charlie Brown Christmas collections.
On what format?
DVD.
Hey, she explained this at the start. She's in her brother's bedroom because it was a storage room after he left, and she moved in there.
Yeah. It became...
Yeah, idiot. Aren't you following the lore?
Aren't you following the Borb lore? Also, Jake, that worm is terrible, and I would like to apologize on the behalf of Jake's worm. It looks like water. Lorb.
Lorb. Boar.
No, hello, guys. Welcome to the Lorb. Welcome to the Lorb, where I'm gonna tell you about how my brother refused to clean his room before he left the house.
Borb, you just got roasted and you didn't even realize it.
Listen, I tried to ignore it because I like to think of myself as entertaining. I can't believe this. DCB, you've done me so dirty. You're eating mini rainbow frogs. Okay. I'm not eating rainbow frogs. I am not eating any frogs, actually. But I feel like someone should definitely come up with a brand of gummies that is,
Dude.
designed out of frogs.
Hold on, Borb. I'm confused more than entertained at the moment. Then why are you watching this stream?
I'm not being that confusing. I'm not.
She's not. She's really not. A lot of what she has said has made perfect sense. It's not my fault if you don't listen. But then don't complain that things are confusing.
Listen,
Anyway.
I know I stutter a lot because I'm trying to get my words out. But I like to think that I am still understandable and comprehensible. I like to think that I am better than I was when I was 11. Okay.
It's the 90s, DCB. It's time for clacks.
It's time for 90s. It's time for the year that I missed by, like, being born a year before the 90s. After the 90s, excuse me. I'm brain dead, excuse me.
At least you know.
Yes, I was born the day after the 90s, before the 90s, excuse me. I was born the last day of December in 1989. Okay. Ooh, video games. So let's talk about video games.
Sure.
Right?
What do you want to talk about?
So I was playing a bit of Minecraft the other day.
What is that?
It's a game where you put blocks on other blocks and make cool things sometimes.
That sounds...
That sounds dumb and bad, and I don't know who would ever play that. I don't know who would ever play a dumb block game with blocks.
That's so funny. I got butt fucked.
You got fucked. Anyway, so blocks, right? Blocks.
Yeah, blocks.
So basically,
Step into the 90s with the official Clacks t-shirt. Send check or money order only for $11.95 with return address. California residents include appropriate sales tax to Atari Game Corp. Clacks t-shirt offer $6.75 Sycamore Drive, Milpitas, California 95035. Designate adult shirt size small, medium, large, or extra large. Allow 4 to 6 weeks for delivery. Offer expires December 31st, 1990. Offer only good in the U.S. and Canada. Well, I think we're probably out of that period.
Bombarded with advertisements.
I think we just we're a little bit past that.
My life is over.
Is that the official Clacks t-shirt? I'd wear that.
I am merely a pawn for money making.
I want that shirt. Can we get lints in that shirt?
That hand, though.
I would so wear this shirt.
That hand, though. What is it doing?
Alright, I started at an easier difficulty, so I get my ass kicked slightly slower.
Yeah, redraw that, but it's just like a paw. Actually, don't do that. It would be... oh, God.
You know what? That would be a power move. As far as Murph.
Yes, my favorite tiny gremlin angry child.
Yeah, March Murph. As far as March goes,
March Murph.
That's a power move.
Hear that, boys? March Murph is coming out in March. Get your wallets out. Get your wallets out.
Marf Madness?
Marf Madness? Okay, real talk, Cramble. I would buy Marf-themed Nerf guns. I would buy that.
I'm glad someone else appreciates Nerf.
Dude, I have a Nerf gun in my closet.
I had a long shot. I had a long shot. It was so cool.
No.
And the damn thing, I think the barrel misaligned because it stopped firing properly.
No.
It sucked. I didn't even get to shoot it at anybody because I didn't have any friends.
Dude, you gotta understand, right? I had an older brother, and a lot of my interests were influenced by said older brother because
Shit.
I spent a lot of time around him. So like, he's the reason that I like rock music and shit. And he like, I swear he bought him for himself, but I totally took his Nerf gun. I have like this yellow like, you know the ones with the spinning chambers. That might be all of them. But it's like yellow and it's old, and I'm not getting it from the closet right now because that would require getting up, and I don't feel like putting my headset down.
That's okay.
Actually, it would be fun. I could shoot my webcam. I could shoot my microphone. Hold on.
Oh, wow, look at that. The 20 minutes is over.
I'm doing it.
The 20 minutes.
Happening.
What's that? The 20 minutes is over?
It's
I can't believe 20 minutes went by that fast. It's alright, time sneaks up on us all. We'll just come on anyway, and I'll, we could just chat. I don't know. You act like I prepare for these streams or something. Sometimes I have stuff to talk about. Most of the time I don't. Seriously. It's like, if Borb can do it, so can you. She's an inspiration to us all. Is there anything you don't want people to see currently in our DMs? You could post a couple of goofy memes or something. And oh, yeah. We were having a heavy conversation. It's all good. It's all good now. Yeah, literally just post a couple of memes in there. And it's no big deal. And then you could, you know. I mean, you could talk about other things besides your Sonas. There we go. Perfect. Just post a couple of those and we'll be good. Excellent. That should be enough. You maybe post a third for insurance. Okay. So, who's up next to call me? Oh, yeah. That means DCB can be in voice calls with us a whole lot more. Although we don't really do that. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I don't blame them if they decide to dislike the stream. I would dislike it too. But I mean, you don't have to talk about Sona stuff just because that's what we normally talk about. You could talk about fucking, I don't know, what have you been doing all day? Seriously, you people overthink this. Talk about what you've been doing all day. Talk about, I don't know, what random shit is on your mind. And don't worry, just call me and I'll extract those out of you. Like it's not rocket surgery. Before we should talk about random shit. She talked about a leaf in plastic. Ooh, we have a new caller. I think we have a new caller. Let's fucking go. Gosh, who is this?
I don't know.
Let's do some live mixing here. All right, talk a little bit so we can get your levels.
Beep.
All right, definitely gotta turn down a little bit more. Okay, cool.
Yee.
Hello.
Hello.
Gosh.
Ah.
Gosh.
Yee.
So what's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Cabby, and I'm calling from space.
Space. What do you do in
Uh-huh.
space?
I built a KFC in Roblox.
Gosh. You heard it first. We have a female astronaut who is
I do.
building things in Roblox.
Yes.
Oh, shit, yeah.
I've built so much crap in this now, and it's like... At what point will I end this? When will I finish?
See, you never want to finish.
No.
Because the whole fun of it is the adventure.
Exactly. And like, I have no... I know literally no lure at all. None.
That's okay. I don't either.
So I've just been playing around with the UI and stealing other people's code and building things with blocks.
Perfectly valid.
I'm going OG. I'm putting Garfield in prison.
What did you do this time?
I just don't know. You won't tell me.
So you're just doing it just because you can?
Exactly.
See? That's the cabbie I know.
There's an alien in prison too. His name is Jeff.
Damn. What do you have against illegals?
No, he's from space. He doesn't have a passport.
He's an illegal then.
He doesn't have a passport because he's from space. See, my issue is I've built so much shit in this now, and like, the other lads will be able to see it at some point, and I don't want to spoil it,
Yeah.
but I also know full well, not in a million years will we be able to get you to play Roblox. So I'm like, I'm building all this shit, and I will just have to make a slideshow, I guess, and show you all the Easter eggs.
Why don't you, well, what you can do is you can call me, not on the stream, in private, and, you can show me around.
Yeah.
And, I get to hear your lovely voice while we do that.
Oh. Because all you've seen so far is Oog. All I wanted was nougat.
Tries to remember what that is.
They showed a photo of the KFC. There's a guy on the ground and he'd been hit by a car and was on fire.
Oh, nice.
He was like, all I wanted was chicken nuggets.
Oh, okay, I remember seeing that. Robotron separates the men from the boys. And I'm still a boy, so you're probably going to see me die a lot.
I was about to say, what's the man option?
Rip. See, that's the I am man enough to admit that I am by no means a man. Try to wrap your head around that one. Oh man, I streamed Robotron 64 a while back.
You did.
I should play more of that.
Should. You've done many streams now.
I have. Mario 64 is fucking massively overrated. I don't give a shit. Don't at me.
Don't at me. Cammy's getting cancelled.
I might. Unironically, people might cancel me for that. No, I need to collect all the mommies. Actually, this is a fucking amazing brainwave for me. Holy shit. I collected very much all of the humans, basically. I never do that. This is actually a surprisingly good game of Robotron right now.
You gotta collect all the mommies.
That's literally what you're doing. There's mommies, there's Mikeys, and daddies. Those are the different kinds of humans. And the first brainwave, there's a single Mikey, and the rest are mommies. So you're literally just picking up a bunch of mommies. Who would have thought that video games from 1982 would be so milfy? Hot single moms in your Robotron. No, it's a tank wave. Help, help. I'm so fucked. These guys suck ass. Alright, this is where I die. That's okay, though.
Press F.
That's alright. These games don't last very long, and that's fine.
That's the joy of arcade games.
Yeah,
Gotta
seriously.
put in another quarter.
Yeah! That's the magic of them. They usually reward you playing multiple times. Wow. Not bad. Oh, wow, not bad at all. I almost got to the top of the board. Alright, I wasn't expecting that.
Oh, yeah.
But, yes. So, anyway, how's your day been?
My day's been good.
I don't want to play
Just
Robotron.
been, drawing, basically.
Yeah! She got this really doofy picture of me playing Guitar Hero with, Flavian.
Flavian. Yeah, and I did, that one of Bunny.
Yes. She got one of, Bunny sitting and watching the first snowfall of the year.
And right now, I'm working on another thing for Flavian.
What's this?
It's a ref sheet.
It's a ref sheet.
Yeah.
Of, which lad?
The one in the Guitar Hero pick.
Play Smash TV? Oh, Play Smash TV. Yes, he's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't quite understand the rest of his Sona ideas, but the Fennec one is good.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, do I need to plug in my phone? Yeah, I'm at 15%. That's all right.
No.
We're right next to my charger, so it's fine.
Oh my gosh.
Then I might not be able to keep track of the time.
Oh no, I'll just be on for the rest of the stream.
You know what? I'm okay with that. This is not the correct charger. I was about to plug in my iPhone charger. Wait, it'll actually fit. Hold on, does this work?
Don't. I feel like that will make something explode.
It doesn't quite fit. Damn, I was actually really excited to try that. That's alright, I'll just have to use my real charger.
What kind of socket does the iPhone have?
It's got a lightning connector, which looks like USB-C, but it's just a little bit different because they're assholes.
What?
I know. Isn't that surprising? Apple does something asshole-ish.
That's never happened before.
Never. I've never heard of anything that ridiculous.
God bless.
But yeah, we were talking about N64 games. Yeah, I've never once had the inkling to play Mario 64. Maybe it's because I don't like the 2D Mario games. I don't understand. Mario is consistently the least interesting game on his own console. Consistently.
He's very mild.
He's so inoffensive. There's nothing interesting about what happens in a Mario game. And the platforming is never anything special.
Mario's a basic bitch.
Mario is a basic bitch.
He has the pumpkin spice lattes and the Ugg boots.
He does. I can 100% see Mario in Uggs.
But he's like a 50-year-old Italian man.
That's okay. I 100%ed it 9 times. I haven't even beaten a single game 9 times. What the fuck?
Yoshi plays a lot of video games.
All Yoshi does is play video games. It's not like he has anything else going on.
Aww. I just know that because I see it on the little Steam pop-ups.
Yeah. Sleek 1999 Roadster. Oh yeah, and I found that in a fucking box of Cracker Jacks. Let's go.
Aww.
I am social outcast. That's everybody in Sonmil, though.
We are social outcasts.
We're the cool, unliked kids. The original quote was, "We're the superior, unliked kids,"
Yeah.
as said by Adolf Hitler.
No. putting out there right now, Adolf Hitler was not in Sonderlessend.
I would hope not. That'd be
really awkward.
That would be really weird. We have to distance ourselves from the killing of 6 million Jews.
Which is so we saw the call-out post.
Yeah, believe me, we're aware, and yes, it's true.
Yes, he's been banned from the group chat.
I'm sorry, we're just as shocked as you are.
We didn't notice.
We didn't know he was gonna do such horrible things.
We are the antisocial social club. It's not Adolf Hitler, it's Adil Hitler.
Ow, I keep getting hit with baseball bats wielded by mutants. This sucks. I suck at fucking video games.
That happens every day to me,
Ah.
you know.
I don't know, honestly. I didn't even really, like, have this on my mind or anything. I just realized... What?
I beat getting over it 115 times. Short game though, so. And then Jake said, "You are ill."
You are ill.
That's brutal.
God damn.
I've beaten, I've beaten,
How many times have you beaten Okami?
once.
A single time? I'm actually... Yeah.
I was just, no, see, what happened is I beat it, right? And, no word of a lie, I made Tristan do the last boss. He was like 11. I was like, just you do it, and he's like, okay. But then the game was completed, and I was really chuffed about that. But then, Talon, who was like 7 years old, he was too little to understand what he was doing, deleted my save.
Wow.
The last boss of Okami took me several days. It was very difficult. That's why I made you do it.
See, that's the thing I'm curious about. I was like, how big of an Okami superfan are we dealing with? Is this like something that you spent years of your life doing? She's like, oh, I beat it once. I was like, oh, okay.
I beat it once. I didn't. I was even worse at video games back then than I am now. I just played it once and then drew lots of pictures. Hey,
that's fine. That's perfectly fair.
And looked up Okami on DeviantArt a lot.
That's fair. That's me with Pokemon. I've never cared or given a shit about actually playing the damn thing, but I love people's OCs.
Yeah. I was like, wow, look at all these like human designs for Amaterasu and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I love the games. I thought it was I liked how the games looked and stuff. I was just rubbish at playing video games. Took me like 90 hours, I think, to beat the game.
That's the thing. I've heard it's really long, which is the intimidating part, is I'm like, shit, this game is going to take 2 months.
It took me 90 hours when I was like 13, I think. So like, I don't know. It'd be a lot of streams if you streamed it.
Oh, for sure. Serious. You know what's a really surprisingly long game? Fucking The Darkest Fairy. I'm amazed how we're only like a third of the way through it.
I know, it's got Okami vibes to it. Like the story, like you get to this what feels like the end of the story, and then it's just the start of the next bit of the story.
Right. Like seriously, like the whole tour thing, that could have been its own game. And yet here we are, we're just starting all over again with, what's her name, Roberta? Yeah. And it's like, what the fuck?
PS2, like that sort of games, they get really long. But like, I find it quite fun, because it's always something new to come back to.
I just get really...
I got really stressed during, for Okami, there's these 2 sections, and one you have to erase a piece of demon paper.
Ooh.
Through, it's like a cursed scroll, but it's just a piece of paper floating, and it goes through this winding corridor full of booby traps, and you have to race it, and it just keeps starting again and again and again until you beat it, and that really stressed me out.
I felt that. That's definitely a frustration. The thing that's like stressful for me is when it's like a game I never feel like I'm making any progress.
Yeah. Okami felt like you were... for me at least, it felt like I was making progress. And I tried to be sneaky and, like, jump ahead with one of my uncle's saves. And then I was like, I have no idea where the hell I am or what I'm supposed to do.
Whew.
So I just went back to my own save and continued.
Crazy. Yeah.
Yeesh.
What were you about to say?
I was saying there's one part that's like, I was quite lucky going through it, but there's one part that's like infamous in Okami. There's this big stone block, and it shows you a number of points on the stone block, and then you have to draw dots on each of those points. And it's quite exact.
That sounds horribly fucking fiddly.
But I think I got it easier because it was on the PlayStation, so you can be a bit more exact with where you place the dots. On the Wii. Yeah. You had that, didn't you? With the slicing, you just slice quite fast.
Yeah, there was, I was having a whole lot of trouble with the slicing.
But on the PlayStation 2, you just press the button to draw ink and then move the thing to the side.
Yeah, that's definitely a whole lot. It's a whole lot easier.
It's the stuff that's circular that's trickier, but not really difficult, because I managed to do it, and I couldn't play Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3.
That's another fun game.
It was a fun game, but I was too stupid.
So it's all good, man.
I've never even beaten Spore, but I don't think many people have. People don't get very far into the space section.
That's the thing, is I'm like, oh wait, Spore ended? It's so weird.
Spore
yeah.
ends when you get to the center of the universe, I think.
Hmm.
And you have to defeat the... I can't remember what they're called, but there's an enemy species that they introduced to at the start of the space section. That you have to defeat. The Grox, yeah. Yeah, I saw someone speedrun Spore. And they're giving all these speedrun strats. Speedrun strats for defeating the Grox.
I always love that.
Reminded of the speedrun strats for the Garfield game.
That was absurd.
Do you guys have like no hobbies? God bless.
I have no... I don't understand any of that. It's just like, what are you even doing?
Like, how do you even start? Like, you know what I want to do? I want to speedrun Garfield Flash games.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, that cash bonus.
I picked up a lot of cash.
Just standing there like, just keeps going.
Yeah.
I will show those bullies.
I
will become a pro gamer.
I will become a pro Garfield scary scavenger hunt speedrunner, and I will get all. I will make millions. I will get girls. I mean,
to speedrun golf. Listen,
it's the perfect. It's the perfect cure for incels.
It is. They should just learn to love the golf.
I don't think I've ever beaten Smash TV either. I don't particularly want to tonight. I am exhausted. Oh gosh. I don't know. Did you hear something? I didn't hear anything. Anyway, yeah. I'm glad someone caught that. A 2600-inch TV.
That'll be a big old TV.
That's a big old TV.
You know what game you should play next?
What?
Spore.
No.
Just use the character creator for 3 hours.
Oh god, that sounds awful.
But you can make some beautiful boys.
I want to play some Tony Hawk. You're right, that's a good game. We should play some Tony Hawk on stream. And I know where everything is now, so I could speed through it.
That's true.
What I'm going to do is... It's a good thing that the PS2 was a console where you could take out the memory card. I'd have to plug in my external hard drive for that. There is Gauntlet. Yeah, we could play... I've never really played Gauntlet, though. I would just be stumbling through it confused.
Nerd.
I don't think stumbling through it confused is a nerd thing.
It's a noob thing.
Yeah, there we go. That's more like it.
Spelled with 2 zeros.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Alright, so we're going to... I don't know what the fuck I had plugged in back here. I tried to call the number and it's disconnected. Hi, Janak. Welcome to me quickly trying to grab the Tony Hawk 3 ISO off of my external hard drive. Because I deleted it. But I want to play that right now, so we're going to play that. What a great...
By the way, does anyone else want to call in? I don't want to hog it.
Is Kevy going to tap out? I think Jake said he wants
like,
to.
No, I mean, like, I don't mind being on.
Yeah.
But I don't want to hog it if someone else wants to, you know?
Yeah. We are not having a 3-way now. Tony Hawk 3, yeah. I will accept that it is the best one. I am, I guess, more nostalgic for the second one, but the third one, once I got into the rhythm, I was like, I need to play this all day, every day. I think that was only like 6 or 7 months ago, right? Where I was trying to beat it, Kevy?
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't that long ago when I 100%ed it, and I just recently went back through and got all the boards.
Because you hadn't played it before.
Yeah, I hadn't, yeah. And I went and, just out of curiosity, I played the PS1 version of Tony Hawk 3 beforehand, and it's very interesting to compare the two. It's like if somebody made a fan mod of Tony Hawk 2. That's what Tony Hawk 3 for the PS1 feels like. And then Tony Hawk 3 for the PS2 is like a fucking different ballgame. It's crazy. It's so different.
It's got lots in it.
Oh my god, it's a really, really nice looking game too. Like, I know you wouldn't call Tony Hawk like the shiniest experience. I know that a lot of it is like, oh, you're skating around streets and stuff, but it is aged very, very well, and I still love the look of I mean, Canada is always legendary.
Yeah. It's still full of little details, you know?
Yes, exactly. And there's always the one goal in every single one of the levels where there's something crazy you have to do, and it takes a little bit of problem solving. So, like, for example, I remember when I first hit Suburbia, and I was like, what the fuck does help the thin man mean? And then you go and you find an axe, and you're like, oh, I have to give this to that guy. Okay. Or there was the one that took me fucking forever. I maybe had to look this up. Was Stop the Car Chase in Los Angeles. I maybe had to look that up. And it's such an easy thing to do after you've done it. But it's like, what does that mean?
It's like a little bit of a... It's basically just telling you to explore, really.
Yeah, and it's definitely good for exploration. By the way, no, I have not played 4. I've heard 4 isn't particularly great. So... Borb wants to come back in. Well, first off, I want to check if Jake is interested, because he said he will join. And I'd like to actually give people their proper 20 minutes if that's the case. And Yoshi also said he wants to come in. So whoever claims it first is going to be the next one on.
By the way, while I'm still on, someone give me a Pokemon to make in Spore.
Yes, do that, and then she will post it, and it will be horrifying.
I have no idea what Palkia is.
Neither do I. What the fuck is that?
Actually, no.
Actually, let me boot back to the BIOS for a moment. Archon would be a good one.
Archon?
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 Yeah. Yeah, I've heard that 4 isn't like I think I tried the demo of it. Maybe it didn't run too great.
Look up an Arkan.
But I think the what was it?
Okay, I'm gonna try that.
It was the OPM demo of 4, which is probably why it didn't run too great. But let me eject both my memory cards real quick. Oh man, I still have all of my when I was trying to fill this memory card. Well, all of this stuff I can get rid of. I'm not actually deleting my Tony Hawk 3 save. It's on another memory card. We good. See, it's still there. We good.
We good.
Also, I found out that you can actually copy over PS1 saves to a PS2 memory card. Ain't that bizarre? It feels like the universe should explode like that.
That was a good week.
Yeah, it's definitely really cool. That's a possibility. But anyway, I think that's everything. I think everything else is actual. These are all actual.
Scooby-Doo's freaking out.
Oh well, because here's the thing. Normally he's not. Normally he's pretty good. But what I do when I want to speed something up, this is a trick I actually learned from Janak from testing Guitar Hero 2 a lot, is I have my home button on my classic controller mapped to disabling the frame limiter, which means it makes things go a whole lot faster, as fast as they'll fucking go. So we have Scooby-Doo wigging out.
He's twitching.
He is. He is. I don't think that was weed we just smoked, Scoob.
Scoob, please. Trying to make this
He tweaking.
Tweaking.
I see Jake typing. Jake, you want on or not?
Go on, Jake.
Parkinson's disease. Yeah, I can't imagine going back to a real PS2 and being like, bitch, I want a turbo. And I can't because the PS2 only runs like a PS2.
Ugh, goddamn PS2.
Being so unbelievably PS2, like, why can't it run faster?
I want a triple power PS2.
Overclock the PS2 and then watch as every game freezes.
Yes. God, this is turning out terrible.
I can't even imagine how the process of overclocking the emotion engine. Sure. Okay, so Jake says he will be on. Yeah, I was wondering about that because the 80s icon is actually different. It's still an option. I can grab it quick. It's just a PS2 icon.
Yes,
yeah, I can't be asked right now. I don't keep saves for any of the discs I'm actively developing, but I started this little mini trend where all of the different icons for different Guitar Hero 2 discs are different colored impans. So we have Addy wanted like a cool blue color, and then for Rockstar 360 I claimed the Xbox green, and then for the idea is actually kind of similar to all of the Rock Band icons, where they're all different colored vans. So like if you go to the metal pack, it's a black van, or if you go to the first track pack, it's a blue van. I think I finished this. Yeah, I finished the first track pack. It was the second one that I didn't. Because Rio is impossible with a fucking keyboard. But I got gold stars in all the songs in the first pack. I have not actually beaten the metal pack either. That last song is actually impossible. Like, I love it because they have it's a quote unquote metal pack. So you got some stuff that makes sense, kind of like I'm blanking off the top of my head what they got. They got some Blue Oyster Cult on there, which is kind of odd. They're not really metal, but okay, close enough. I think they might have some Priest on there. I'm not actually sure. They have Queens of the Stone Age. They're not metal. They're at best stoner rock. And it was 3s and 7s too. They were just looking for something to throw on there, and I like 3s and 7s. That's a great song, don't get me wrong, but that's not metal. But the very last song is like this crazy black metal shit, and it's like literally impossible. And I was like, fuck you, Harmonix. I could breeze through the rest of this, but then the last song kicks my ass on the way out. Fuck you. Meanwhile, the classic rock pack has Dead Kennedys on it. Isn't that funny to think that the Dead Kennedys are basically dad rock at this point? Imagine a dude sitting on his riding mower and he's like, the Dead Kennedys are a great band.
You're suggesting that dads these days own riding mowers and lawns?
The Dead Kennedys are okay. They're all right. I like some of their songs, but do I consider them to be like a brilliant punk band? They're I whatever. I'm not a punk guy, I guess.
regret making an Archon.
Rip. Anyway, Jake said he'd be on. We should have him on. There's John Kennedy. He died. There's also who's the other Kennedy that died? The one who ran his car off the road. Shit, let me look that up quick. Ted Kennedy? Ted Kennedy. Oh, wait, no. Maybe not. Hold on. No, he died of a brain tumor. I don't think that quite... Am I thinking of Robert Kennedy? RFK I'm thinking of.
JFK?
So there's JFK, and then there's his brother RFK, Robert Kennedy. He was the one who died... How'd he die? Where's the section on his death? Assassination. Oh, he got shot.
Oh.
Okay, whatever.
Hang on, what is... Oh, DNA. Spore.
Typical Kennedys dying like that. One was a plane crash. I swear another one was he ran his car off the road. Maybe somebody didn't die like that, but I remember that being a thing. JFK obviously was shot by a government official. I mean, sorry, Lee Harvey Oswald.
Was he in a band?
Was JFK in a band?
Yeah.
Maybe he was.
Console commands.
Get your tinfoil. Kennedy equals pension for death. Very, very true. All right, Jake, where you? Yep.
Oops.
All right.
Sorry.
Jake keeps disappearing right when he's supposed to be calling.
Come on, Jake.
Come on. I'm gonna play some Tony Hawk. All right, Jake is there. All right, so my cabbie. I love you.
Love you too.
And I will talk to you later.
You.
You might have to hang up. Actually, no, I can. All right, bye.
Bye.
All right, Jake, give me a call whenever. Here he is. Hi there.
Hello.
I'm sorry, I keep forgetting you're not like 12 years old anymore. That's crazy.
I'm not. I've aged.
He has aged significantly.
Like 3 years.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Maybe. All right, let's get some Tony Hawk going. How's it going?
Hanging now.
Fantastic.
I managed to write down, like...
Oh, yeah, because Cabby was so loud, so Jake is super quiet. All right, sorry. Go ahead, Jake.
I managed to write down 2 talking points.
Okay, so Jake has 2 things that he would like to tell the audience.
I closed it without saving it.
F.
So, on status, there was a bug that I found today where you could sign up with a username with a space in it, which would ruin everything and it would be inoperable. But no one did that, so it was just there for 8 months.
Ah, this is why you got to do your fuzz testing.
Yeah. It was a very odd bug.
I love it. That's great. Yeah, I unfortunately it seems like people kind of they come and go with status. The only reason I haven't been posting is because literally all I do is like, hey guys, I just did another chart for Guitar Hero. Fucking kill me.
Yeah, it's hardcore.
So it's kind of the thing where like I don't want to repeat myself. But when I'm done with this, I was telling Cabby that the next thing I want to do. Let me actually get the game up while I'm rambling. The very next thing I want to do is motherfucking Too much work to write something? Sorry, some of us aren't lazy bitches. Anyway, I would like to get back to work on the Gonzo story that I was working on. And I was telling her last night, I was like, you know, it kind of... Is it still all right, even though it's like massively cold outside, to write something that's supposed to take place in the desert where it's like 110 degrees? And she's like, it's cold, it's hot in half of the world right now. You're fine. And I was like, oh yeah, that's true. So I like to get back to that because that was turning out really fucking great. It's the kind of thing where, like, in a perfect world, I would be able to get that published, but I might have to go a little bit shorter. I actually don't know what any of that's like. I'm lazy too, don't worry. I was calling you lazy. I'm not, because I've written stuff. But anyway, so I'd like to get back to that. And then I also like to get back to doing the rediscovering stuff, because that was a lot of fun. I do have my memory cards taken out, right? I don't think I do. Skate series, better than Tony Hawk. Whatever, be a contrarian, that's fine. That's your right as an American. You can be a contrarian, but it doesn't mean you're correct. Yeah, Tony Hawks! I forgot about Tony Hawks. That's pretty cool. Alright, let's get the Foundry going. I don't have any of my stat upgrades, so I'm going to probably fall on my ass a bunch. I'm going to compare completely two different games, really, for real. But hey, they both involve skating, so... Yeah, I don't... I mean, maybe if, like... I should probably turn off the music. There are wheels. There's a piece of wood that you ride on. There's skating games. Are you going to compare The Simpsons skateboarding to Tony Hawk, though? And that's actually a closer fucking comparison, so... I don't know how YouTube is going to react to music. The music is the best part. I'm sorry.
People want to listen to their tunes.
People do want to listen to their tunes. Why does YouTube have to be a bunch of fascists?
Right.
Anyway, so what was your second point?
Oh, it was like, I mentioned on status, like, a challenge to, like, not use HTTP or HTTPS stuff.
Yeah.
Discord's gone, and, like, most social networks and a bunch of websites and stuff, so it's like, Gopher. And then you heard that, and then you immediately, like, disconnected from Discord and, like, lived on your e-machine for, like, a week.
Yeah. That was not... I did not technically participate correctly in that challenge because I was still looking at, like, old websites and stuff. But yeah, that was pretty fun. I don't even remember where I was for a little bit. I think just sick of people. I think that was roughly it. And thankfully stuff's better now. But yeah, that's a fun coincidence. I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, I was like, if I ever just want, like, Mari to log off or something, I just, like, mention a challenge about internet usage and he's gone.
He's gone, yeah. Can I unjam the rest of the valves in, like, 30 seconds? Ow. I just got back from washing my hands. What is this creature on my foot? Borb, you caused this. You caused this. This is your fault. You caused this.
What an odd bird.
That's a very strange bird. He's trying his best, though.
He's funky.
Boom. This is what happens when you talk about plastic leaves. As opposed to talking about your Sona, I guess. I don't know. You would look up at God, too, and then wonder, why did you make me like this?
Why?
Why me?
How could you let this happen?
Alright, so I still have to soak the foreman. Cannonball over the half pipe. I love Foundry. Foundry is as far as the opening levels in various Tony Hawk games go... See, here's the thing. the first game has the warehouse, and the warehouse, after you get used to the later games, even the first level feels way too fucking small. And that's the craziest part, is it's like, oh, that's it? I can literally get all of the goals in less than a minute on a bad day. It's like, that's it? Like, literally, I think, well, I know I can beat it in a half hour, an hour, because I did my best non-glitch run of the second game, and that I managed to beat in, I think, 51 minutes. And that was 100%, by the way. So it wasn't just like an any percent. I was doing... trying to remember how you fucking soak the foreman. But the first game, the warehouse feels way too tiny. The hangar in the second game is alright. I think it's more that I played it a whole lot that makes me remember it more than it's actually like a memorable level. Not that it's a bad level or anything, but I think Foundry is definitely the most noteworthy of all of the Tony Hawk starter levels. Again, I've never played the fourth one, so I can't compare. I don't really have the fourth one on my hot list or anything. Alright, let's see if we can't hit the bucket real quick. Yes! We did it.
Hashtag winning.
Fantastic. I still need to beat Underground 2. I didn't even intend to cannonball over the half pipe. Perfect. I still have to beat Underground 2, though. I remember really liking that, and I was really getting into it, and I totally never finished it. I think I might have played a little bit of Most Wanted for a bit. Alright, hidden tape. Whoops. So that's all the goals. I think I'm missing some of the stats. I think that's it. Yeah, I see one of the stats up there, where you have to be a fucking acrobat to get to it.
Gotta do some crazy tricks.
You gotta do some sick AF flips, or just that. I don't know what that is. I love it because in Tony Hawk, the physics in the game, and this is good. This is how this makes sense. But the physics in the game are like, if you hop up, and you should not under any circumstances be able to grind something, but as long as you're in the vicinity of the rail, you'll grind it. So you can glitch up platforms that way, and it's perfect. Alright. Let me make sure I've aligned myself correctly. I played this game to fucking death. I have 100% at every single skater. I think I even had that on a stream for a bit. Oh, nope, I'm not going to get enough air for that. Yeah, I think, I think I had, I don't know if I finished it on stream, but I definitely played through the entire game for a little bit. Maybe on maybe on one or two skaters. I don't know. Rip. But that was a good stream. That was fun. That was, I think, one of the last streams I did before I stopped for a little bit. Because I did, Tony Hawk. And then I also did Amplitude. Rip. I don't even know what I'm doing at this point. But I did Amplitude, which Amplitude was a really fun stream. I got to ramble about that. I think I own Underground 2. I've never played it, but my friend Aaron, who I guess went to go be a big shot producer in New York, so he's probably I'm not gonna say massively wealthy. He seemed to be doing pretty all right for himself, though. He was getting some decent producer jobs with people like Designer and what have you. But he went off to go do the music production thing in New York, and he gave me a couple of games before he left Pennsylvania. One of them was Jak and Daxter: The Precursor Legacy, which is the only Jak and Daxter game I've ever really been interested in. I've seen like the trailers and stuff for the later games. It kind of reminds me of how weird it is when you try to mix talking animal people with really grimdark, serious scenarios like smoggy cities and seedy underbellies, and then like, oh yeah, that's right, I have a weasel on my shoulder and he's orange and he's constantly cracking jokes. I'm sure they're fantastic games. You don't get name recognition like Jack without them being really good games. And I think I played a little bit of the second one. Mostly I remember, I don't know if you were Daxter at that point. There's this, I think, a part in the second one where Jack gets captured very early on, and that's when he first gets infused with dark eco. And it's like he's in a facility and he's getting tortured with this purple laser beam. And I don't think you're playing as Daxter, but I remember the first bit is like you escaping from that facility, and it's like, but there's an orange weasel on my shoulder. It doesn't work like that. But I own the Precursor Legacy. I do want to play that. I played a little bit of it, and it was nice because I guess this is kind of sacrilegious to say, I was never that into Crash Bandicoot. I understand it's like, oh, it's a PS1 classic and all this. I've never been that into it because I don't like the forced perspective at all, and I just never found Crash to be that interesting of a mascot. Yeah, it's easy to mix them up because they're like the big three of PS2 games. So you have Jak and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank, and Sly Cooper. And Sly Cooper is hands down my fucking favorite of the three. Sly Cooper is fucking awesome. That game, I beat the first two, and I got a decent bit through Honor Among Thieves. I never liked Crash or Spyro. I just feel like both of them kind of suffer from clunky PS1 game syndrome. But Crash Bandicoot, I could see myself playing through Spyro just for the hell of it. I could not see myself playing through Crash. I just have no interest in it. So when Naughty Dog moved on to do Jak and Daxter, I think it was an upgrade. I should say I think it's an upgrade. But beyond that. What's up?
Yeah.
Oh, you were typing, and I thought I also heard you, so I was like, what's going on?
Not sure.
You, what did you play? You a PS2 kid, or were you, like, more Nintendo? What did you play?
I had a DSi.
Ah. I have one still.
It was mostly Flipnote Studio. I don't think I actually played any games on it.
Mm.
So, yeah, DSi camera, stuff like that.
Man, oh, ow. Now that looked like a violent fall. Yeah, I really liked the DSi too. I did my time at Flipnote. I could not draw, but
Me neither.
It didn't stop me from playing with it. It didn't stop me from like, oh, I can record my voice in these little 10-second increments, and how great is that? But I really, really liked the camera. Finally, I got that stat point, and that's it. That's perfect. I got the I got the camera, and I was using it for stop motion. So I had this little process, and I figured this out at like 9 or 10 years old, where I was like, oh, this is such a great camera. So I'd set it up, and it was the first camera I ever had that was even vaguely stable. I could sit it on a table, and it would be okay for it. And I would take all the pictures that I'd need to, and the camera would sometimes be stable, and then I would go into iMovie and piece them all together, and it would be like, holy shit, this chessboard is moving. How fantastic is that?
Yeah, that's cool. About that, one of like the first YouTube videos I ever made, I filmed on my 3DS in like the inner camera.
Nice.
And it looked terrible. It was like green and the aspect ratio was wrong. But yeah, that was like...
Yeah, those the cameras on those were novelties. They were novelty cameras, but they're still fun. We still loved them.
Yeah.
Believe me, whatever I don't know offhand what the 3DS camera looks like. Whatever it looks like, it's an improvement over the DSi camera. The DSi camera is a sharp 640 by 480. And that's what you get.
The 3DS camera was bad. It was, I would prefer the DSi to the 3DS.
I don't even know how I did that, but okay. That's
Skateboard.
skateboard. You press buttons. Skateboard.
Hashtag epic win.
Yeah. Epic winning. But yeah, so what the fuck was I? I don't remember where the other skaters are. Damn it. I have a 3DS XL. That's what I have. That's a nice camera. Whoops. I did not actually grind the generator. Not a nice camera. That's a nice model. I think I've held a normal DS. Yes, we have the same 3DS. This is why we were meant to be in love. And anyway, so
I traded in my DSi for a 3DS. For like the 3DS XL, I think. I kind of regret that because I'm not sure.
Well, I will say this much. It's really hard to go back to the DS Lite or the DSi after you've played with the XL ones because it's just so less ergonomic. You get so used to the bigger buttons, the bigger screen. Yeah, but why the fuck would you want to play the DS Guitar Hero games? They're actually awful. Even when I was a little ass kid, I didn't like them. Just hand cramp motherfucking city. Why would you want to?
Yeah, didn't you have to like plug in the guitar into like the Game Boy Advance slot?
Yes, you did. So they had this thing called the guitar grip, and you literally plugged it into the Game Boy slot, and there you go. That's how you got epic Guitar Hero action on your DS.
Damn,
and it was terrible. And you strummed with the touchscreen.
Oh,
that
God.
Yeah,
that's horrific.
That's genuinely awful. So yeah, was not a fan of that. I much preferred like Lego Rock Band, and I want to get Rock Band for the 3DS too. Rock Band 3 for the 3DS. DS, it's only a DS game, it's not a 3DS game, but Rock Band 3 for the DS because you just use the buttons in the D-pad, and it feels great. It feels like Amplitude basically. And I that was my shit when I was a kid. That was genuinely like fucking awesome. Oops. There we go. Timer's over.
Yeah.
So, thanks for showing up, Jake. Thanks for calling in. I know I talked over you for a whole bunch of it, but
it's fine. I didn't have much to say.
That's all right. Thanks for hanging out for a bit.
All right,
nice.
Keep the goods coming.
Will do. All right, see ya. All right. So that's Jake for you. That's Jake from Steaky Jake's Steakhouse. And we will I guess be I'm so scattered right now. We will be waiting for another call, I suppose, while I try to figure out in vain where the last of each of these objectives are. Oh god. No, you did this wrong. No. You have to wait until I acknowledge you before you can call in. Where are your manners? Where are your manners? And people are fucking logging into MSN because they wanna epic troll me. Shut up, Borb. Alright, that's it. That's going off. Okay, bye. I don't remember where the last skater is. Ow. I don't even know how that worked. Yeah, you said you wanted to participate. Whatever, dude. This is not the night to be like, oh, I said I wanted to participate. Like, no. You still have to be like, okay, I'm going to call you now, and then I'll say, okay, you can call. I seriously don't know where the last skaters are. Yeah, like, ready or not, here I come. But I wasn't ready yet. Well, unless we can get the hidden tape. Oh, no, we were on the correct track for that. Fuck. I'm so screwed. I cannot... any of this. Seriously, he's just gone. Rip by. I have played GoldenEye. I like GoldenEye. GoldenEye is a very good game. And Facility is an absolutely legendary level. Of course, you know, the Somnolescent Archives. It was based off of Archives. I actually finally got to see, yeah, that's the, I always come back and I marvel to Cabby about this, about the fact that the team who made GoldenEye, they hadn't made a game before then. They were just kind of like, all right, we are here, we are ready to make a game. It will come out exactly as it will, and they managed to get the fun factor in there way harder than some supposedly professional game devs. And it's because, honestly, it's because they didn't know what they were doing. They fucking, they were originally going to make the game a rail shooter. And you could see that in like a level like Facility, where they didn't know what they were doing. I guess I found where the last skaters were. And then they decided to turn it into a free roaming thing. Like, they were writing the rules as they were happening. And while it wasn't the first 3D shooter, I think it was the first real, like, proper 3D FPS game on a console. I know Quake obviously was before it, and Quake 2 I think was the same year. I would like to try out GoldenEye on the Wii. Honestly, I can try out Wii games with impunity because, you know, USB Loader GX and Vim's Lair on my real console, which is pretty badass. But I just haven't been playing Wii. I haven't played Wii in the... I want to do that more. I really do. When the weather gets cold, I want to start playing fucking more Wii games. I've been promising Gabby in perpetuity that I'm going to one day play Okami. Yeah, that's what we're here for. So let me get the timer going. Go ahead and call. It's all good. It's all good. Ready when you are. Alright, sounds good. Everybody's getting the 20 minutes in. Let's go. Okay. Call. Timer starts. Make sure that you're not too loud or too quiet.
Hello.
Hi there.
Hi.
Alright.
Yeah, clearly I didn't follow directions. Well, that's okay.
That's fine. It's all good.
Anyway, how are you?
I'm alright. I'm frazzled, as I said. I basically just sort of came on and started streaming. I didn't think I was going to get to eat before I streamed, and then I was like, you know what, fuck it. I have no obligation to stream. Let me at least be able to enjoy it.
I mean, I wasn't expecting to come home after a birthday party and go to dinner and seeing you streaming, and I was like, oh.
I stream every Saturday. It used to be at 5 EST, now it's at 6 EST, because apparently me starting a bit later is good for a couple people.
I didn't even get the YouTube notification that you went live either.
Yeah, I don't really pay attention to the YouTube notification thing. Like, people always joke about, oh, hit the bell as well. Honestly, I want all the notifications off. I want your videos to be there when I have time to check them, and that's about all. Peace out. I don't want there to be like, oh, hey, look, he just uploaded this video. Quick, fucking scramble. No, I don't. No, fuck that. I don't give a shit. Your video will be there.
I do the same thing for Discord too. Like, I put myself on Do Not Disturb for a variety of reasons, because of the notifications and the sound alerts.
Well, that's at least with the notifications on Discord, it's meant to be like a real-time thing. So it's like, oh yeah, I'm on Discord to chat. So that makes sense. Whereas YouTube is just like, hey, I'm getting real-time notifications because everybody just has to see what the fuck Techmoan uploaded. I don't give a shit. I don't know why I still subscribe to Techmoan. He's fine, I guess, but man, he's just, nah. The big old collective shrug. Yeah, yes, I play with an analog controller, yes.
I mean, I got the notification on my computer when I got back home, and I checked notifications, and I got the ping that you were live, but I turned them off on my phone, so I didn't even see anything.
Janak was here before. You're the one who's really a late, Lizix.
I'm about to say the controller sounds like a GameCube controller.
It is a classic controller plugged into a RAFnet adapter.
I still need to get a GCN adapter for the Wii U, because my classic controller is dying, because one day when I was a little lad, I fucking threw it against the wall and the adapter, it started to rip apart. I had to put tape on the top of it.
Nasty.
My classic controller also broke my iPad screen, believe it or not.
This is why you need to stop giving little kids expensive electronics. What the fuck?
I mean,
back in my day, we had a hoop and a stick and we liked it.
I mean, I took out my anger on something that was not worth it, because I had to spend like $130 to get that screen fixed.
Yeah. RAFNet's pretty awesome, by the way. Absolutely go get a RAFNet adapter. They're meant for the sick Clone Hero FCs, but fuck that, I use that from a classic controller. I don't actually have like a DualShock at the moment, so this is the best I've got.
If I have to do something for Clone Hero, I'll just get the fucking GH2 Explorer guitar, because fucking that shit plugs right into your PC. And plus I need a new guitar anyway, because my Les Paul is doing some weird shit at the moment where it will not detect hitting blue button, no matter, like, it'll
You have notifications on for Marv streams by being a Somnolian. Alright? You always know when I'm streaming for a reason. Also, I'm lost. I've beaten this level fucking 40 times, and I'm lost. What do I still have to do? Goal list. Everything. Okay, so get Chuck unstuck, Melon grab over the blade, secret tape. I'll just go for the score right now. But there's no way they don't... Wow. Alright, let me actually read that. GameCube to N64. That's a wild thought.
I know that there was a GameCube to N64 to Game... was there an adapter? I swear there was an adapter that allowed you to play N64 in the GameCube slots. I saw a video of it one day. I have to look it up.
Yeah, I'm really not surprised something like that exists. I mean, to be perfectly honest, any controller adapter... Okay, I shouldn't say any controller adapter, but the vast majority of them are pretty simple because it's just... You detect it. You detect voltage differences on certain pins, and if you know what that means for a controller, then you can just wire them to different pins. But,
who would want to use an N64 controller because they're terrible? I mean, I hate the N64 controller. Like, if you have a GameCube port, why don't you use the fucking GameCube controller? Like, the fucking joysticks gave people fucking blisters and all that shit, and the sticks, after a while, they just start breaking.
Okay. I don't really have a response to that, but okay. Chuck. Oh, well, I know how to get the bully. Let me get the bully real quick. Buckley, a dose of Buckley. Is this musical autopsy? Bag it and tag it? what? Everybody used to watch A Dose of Buckley, and we all look back and go, what the fuck were we watching when we were like 11 years old?
What the hell is A Dose of Buckley? I don't know what
Borb's reaction is my reaction. So A Dose of Buckley was a YouTuber. Well, he doesn't call himself a YouTuber. He was too good for that. But his whole thing was he was a radio. He worked for like satellite radio or something in Canada. So he was a radio DJ, and he had a series of rants that he would post, and sometimes they were musical autopsies and things, which is where he would react to popular songs at the time. So we're talking like he had one on Thrift Shop. He had one on, sometimes it was entire artists. I think Dark Horse by Katy Perry was another one that he did an autopsy on. But the big thing that he became known for was that every year he would put together the top 10 worst songs of that year. And he would get millions of views, mostly of teenage girls who were upset that a grown man on the internet disagrees with them. And yeah, he was mildly funny if you're like 13 or 14 years old. And he's at least correctly realizes like the YouTube thing is just not, it doesn't last for the vast majority of people. And yeah, once your novelty is kind of over with, yeah, see, a bunch of people recognize him.
I mean, go on, I'm sorry.
You seem to start every sentence with "I mean." What do you mean?
I just checked out his channel, and yeah, I saw that he has the top 10 worst songs in so many years.
Yeah, but that's another one, by the way. If you're ever down, if you're ever feeling upset, at least you're not Todd in the shadows. That's all I have to say on that.
If I have to laugh at a video, though, I'd go to, like, fucking Moist Critical or someone. If that would be me, though. Like, that's mainly who I watched back in the day. I've never even heard of this YouTube channel until now.
Oh, there's Chuck. Alright, Chuck is unstuck. Chuck got his tongue fucked. What did he mean by this?
Yeah, it's crazy how older YouTubers evolve from what they used to do. I actually know, I just found out that, like, Fred stopped making videos and he went to, like, a brand new channel, and he's not even doing the Fred character anymore. He's literally doing, like, IRL videos.
Which, I mean, to be fair, I totally understand, given that he was already, like, a teenager, if not an adult, when he did the Fred stuff. So, at some point, you're literally a 20-year-old man, 20, 25, 30, 40-year-old man who's doing an impression of an 8-year-old for money. And you got to imagine that's not a good place to be as far as your career goes. And yes, he actually did sell the Fred character. And now the channel is being used by, like, last time I checked, it was like they were interviewing kids, like literal ass kids. And it's like, man, YouTube is a den of pedophilia. I don't like it. Like, don't get me wrong, we were all, like, 12-year-olds on YouTube, but none of us were, like, posting videos of our faces and stuff. Well, maybe some of us were. I wasn't. I had my voice on there. Apparently my voice hasn't changed since I was, like, 10 years old. But, whatever. Such is life.
Yeah, I was about to say about the Fred thing, that he revealed that it was a voice changer, but he still... I think he mentioned after the second movie he produced that he was going to quit, and he ended up not quitting until after the third movie was released. And then we never saw him again.
It's like Ray William Johnson, where you check in on these guys' new channels, it's like, wow, for someone I haven't heard of in a long time, these guys are still getting decent views. What the fuck? And then
that's what
yeah.
I was about to say for... I've seen like kid YouTubers I used to watch when I was a little kid, and they all become like adults, and they all sound so deep and different. It's crazy. Like I used to watch a lot of Roblox YouTubers back then, and they're all sounding like adults now. It's
I would hope so. They're adults.
well, some of them are, some of them aren't. There are some of them are like 15, 14, but others are actual adults. But yeah, they sound way different than they did now.
But I mean, like, people who were actually, like, adults, like, popular on YouTube back in 2009, 2010, 2011. Like, those guys are... You gotta wonder where they are. And for some of them have, like, totally made the transition to, like, being a people vlogger or whatever. And it's like, alright, I guess, go for it. Yeah, if you're an 8-year-old, please don't make a tutorial on anything. In fact, in general, don't make video tutorials. Alright, and I say this to somebody who I regularly wrote articles for the Valve Developer Union. I do tutorials on my site. I've written a lot of tutorials in my life. And every so often, people will ask me, why don't you turn them into video tutorials? I'm like, no! Video tutorials are the worst. They're genuinely terrible. Who the fuck wants to sit through a 10-minute video of some guy going, hey, sorry, I haven't uploaded in the... Excuse me, I don't have the terrible mic to properly emulate this. It's like, hey guys, sorry I haven't uploaded in the past fucking 2 months. Like, it doesn't have a script, anything. He's got, like, fraps up. You see his entire desktop. He's got, like, half a screen covered in icons. And he is going to tell you how to use some obscure piece of modding tutorial. And it's just like... Some piece of modding gear, excuse me. And you just go, no, I'm not listening to this. Summarize it in a paragraph or fuck off. Because at least with words, it's easy. It's simple. Always a Mediafire download. Always. If it's just in text, it's simple. It's easy. I can pay attention to text. But apparently nobody else knows how to read. Everybody else is like, yeah, can you make a video tutorial about that? And it's like, oh my god, why are the literacy rates in this country so ridiculously low?
I always hate that the YouTubers, like, they used to do, like, Minecraft, like, specifically Minecraft YouTubers, where, like popular... There was a couple of YouTubers that had relationships over the time, and they would end up, like, collabing with each other, then whenever they break up or whatever, they're forced to just still do videos with each other, even though they hate their other's guts, and I honestly hate that.
I've never heard of anything like that, but also... I didn't pay attention to many Minecraft YouTubers. I was adjacent to some of them because I had friends who watched the Yogs Cast and Ant Venom and all them.
And there was something I was going to say about the 2011 stuff. I actually, in my 2011 days, I actually watched, like, stop motion videos and freaking plush videos. Like, I was such a little kid when I was watching all that stuff.
That's pretty cool, though. Honestly, I appreciate a little bit of TCV is having more flashbacks to Roblox YouTube. Oh, poor bastard.
I swear, in my lifetime of Roblox, I have never used Roblox Studio for anything, except I did do some things in Blender, but that's about it. To export characters, but that's about it.
There we go. I finally impressed all the skaters. That took way too long. I had to be perfectly honest, the only fucking Minecraft music parody that I actually really liked. I didn't listen to I Consumed My Sword or any of that shit. Screw the Nether. Screw the Nether is a banger. I think I actually bought that on iTunes. Can you believe that? I bought that shit on iTunes in 2011. I probably still have it attached to my Apple ID too. I could probably go on YouTube and on iTunes and oh yeah, I can still download this. That's funny. You looked like the kind of kid who would do that. That's funny. We were all hype. We all used to use Google Plus and stuff too. We would all have actual Hangouts. Before Hangouts just became the place where YouTubers would stream together before YouTube got rid of that functionality. Google, you know what? To be honest, Google Plus wasn't that bad. Google Plus, to me, felt a lot like... have you ever just looked at Facebook and you thought, this causes dementia? How do you find anything on it? Whereas Google Plus was clean. You added people to your circles and you posted to those circles. It was cool. And I was way too fucking young to use that at all in any capacity. And so we did a lot of Hangouts. We used a lot of Google Plus. Google Plus Plus?
Imagine people using Google Plus. I've never used Google Plus. I tried it before and I just found it unappealing.
I kind of liked it. Google Plus Plus sounds like a programming language. It do. It really do. Google Plus Plus. It's what this asshole YouTuber is recommending that I download in order to get free Robux 2021.
Oh my god, I keep getting those ads every time I'm on a Roblox video. It drives me crazy. And there's literally people telling you, oh, you cannot, even Roblox stated themselves, you can't get any free Robux, and yet they're still, and they're all they sound like they're phone scammers.
I mean, can you blame them? Can you imagine? Here's the thing. A lot of people don't realize these ads they're not aimed at actual adults. They're aimed at little ass kids who have access to their parents' debit card and their parents don't give a shit. So whatever you have them buy, it's okay. Getting scammed by an 8-year-old. That's an 8-year-old who's going to grow up to be a fine young capitalist. I'm almost proud.
The only thing I ever got scammed for on Roblox was some limited items that you can be traded off, and I didn't know that this one item that I got traded with was worse than the 4 items that he was trading, and obviously he blocked me in the end. It was basically a scam. It was a fake trade. It was a glitch where you send a really good trade, a really OP trade that will always end in failure no matter what, and then they'll always tell you to click on the first trade first and accept it when it's literally a downgrade. You're literally losing so much, and then it's basically they're just trying to scam you.
Yeah, that's how scams work, and you fell for it.
That will unfortunately not now anymore, because I turned trades off, and I have premium so people can trade me, but I turned it off for that reason, and I'm not giving up something that I spent $300 on. Yeah,
if you spent $300 on Roblox, what the fuck?
Yeah, did you not know that?
You're horrible with money.
I mean, I've seen my friends spent $1,000 on Fortnite.
That's not any better. Imagine spending any money on these fucking games. What's wrong with you?
I mean, it's just like buying DLC for a game.
No, it's not.
Builders Club was never... There was a Lifetime Builders Club, but that got removed. I mean, who would want to spend $369 on Lifetime OBC?
You would.
No, surprisingly no, and that was before I came on Roblox, to believe it or not. They got rid of it in 2013 or so, and I came on 2016 because I found Roblox boring.
Oh,
Nowadays,
there we go. The 20 minutes is up.
Alrighty, well,
All
thank
right.
you for the call.
Thanks for calling in. Thanks for calling in.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Oop, let me turn
I
that
had
off.
fun.
All right. See ya. So, who's next? I think Yoshi said he wanted to come on. Alright, then come on. We are waiting for you. It's time for Yosh. Yes, excellent. I don't know if I would call spending $300 on Roblox flexing, but you do you.
What's up, man?
Hold on. Gotta make sure that the levels are good. Alright, go ahead and talk a bit.
Hello, test 1 2 3 pussy 1 2 3.
Wow.
Are we there?
Excellent.
Great. So I actually wrote a list down of the topics I wanted to say.
There's two kinds of people who have called in tonight. People who made lists and people who fucking ate chips in my ear.
Very true.
Anyway, so what did you want to talk about?
Well, I wrote a couple of things down, like this video game I was playing today. It's called Air Marty, and it's basically like a mini game collection, sort of. You have like 64 endings and like different paths. It's like a choose your own adventure, sort of. It's pretty fun. I like it.
How about it?
It took like 2 hours to beat. It was pretty good.
I did see you in it earlier. I've never heard of it. I don't keep up with new games.
Nah, it's like obscure, to be honest. Like, there's like 200 reviews on Steam. That's it.
Is that obscure? I don't know.
To me, it is. Like, usually, like popular games have like thousands of reviews. So listing like 200 is
Yeah, I
pretty
guess.
obscure to me.
I guess fair.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's like $3. Used to be $5. Yeah, like done with the price cut. I like it. Maybe I'll revisit it. But I also was playing GoldenEye today. You probably saw.
Yeah, I was actually curious about that. How are you playing it that you got, what's it called?
The 1964.
Yeah, what is that?
Oh, it's like a bundle of, you got like an emulator and like a plug-in that you can like use to like play the game with a mouse.
Oh.
And it's like it's really useful. It makes like GoldenEye so easy. You can also put like a crosshair permanently, so like you can aim and shit.
Yeah, that sounds excellent.
Oh yeah. I definitely recommend you try at some point.
Yeah, I would love to stream that. I've
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while since I played GoldenEye, and for whatever reason, whenever I play GoldenEye, it always ends up being on the worst emulators possible. So I was like 7 or 8 years old when I played GoldenEye for the first time, and I played this because it was on Classic Game Room. Classic Game Room did a video of GoldenEye, and it was such a vibe. First off, it's an N64 game, but he was also recording it with VCR. So that was how he was capturing his game footage. So the whole thing had this softness to it that was just super appealing to me when I was like 8 years old. So he played GoldenEye. He was like, it's really fun. And I'm like, yeah, it looks really fun. And so I played it. But of course, you know how N64 emulators tend to be a little hit and miss even now, right?
Yeah.
This is 2007.
Yeah.
This was not just 2007. This was 2007, and I had a Celeron computer with integrated graphics that my family friend of ours, built. Maybe it wasn't just a family friend. Maybe he was related to somebody. I don't know. What is uncle? Dad? Yeah, I think my dad's brother, I guess. We don't talk to him anymore, but he built this computer for me. A Windows XP machine with a Celeron, and it was not a great machine at all. I literally had to run the damn thing full screen to suppress the constant DirectX errors that I would get playing the game. But it ran pretty well, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah. I mean, Ultra HD ran like 1999 hardware, so like, yeah, I guess it makes sense.
I mean that's the thing is that emulators, they're not as simple as, oh, this game is old. Because you're not just emulating the game, you're also emulating all of the hardware underneath it. Here, talk, Yoshi. Tell me if it's any better, guys.
Hello. I mean, Ultra HD was like high level, so like some of it was not really emulated, like the graphics stuff that was all like passed directly to the 3DFX card. So it ran better, but I guess now emulators are more low level, and just like upgrade, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, Project 64 like actually got like psycho accurate emulation recently.
Yeah.
Like, it's going for that.
So I was using Project 64 in the 2000s, and it was not good, but I still was able to run it decently all right. And all I ever did in GoldenEye was I would give myself all weapons, and I would run around Aztec with the golden gun and just murder everybody, and the throwing knives and the rocket launcher, and just I would just be like a goon, just murdering everybody. And it's the exact opposite of the way that you're supposed to play a James Bond game, but it's still the way that I play a James Bond game even today. Everybody's like, oh, you're supposed to be sneaky. Do I look like I know what sneaky is? But then the other time that I played GoldenEye was on my Wii. And N64 emulation on there is also not great. It is, of course, obviously playable for some games because they had the Virtual Console and all that good stuff. But even still, it was just kind of like, it ran like 60% speed. Yes, you've told us multiple times now there's a newer GoldenEye, and I said that I wanted to try out that GoldenEye. But anyway, so yeah, I've never really tried to play it on a good emulator with a good setup like my computer. My computer could run it just fine. All right, well that's just your opinion. That's just like your opinion, man. And I'm going to still try it out because I have no reason not to. I've heard good things about it.
Oh yeah, I tried it as a kid, like I said before. Because I was a kid playing a Wii game, I obviously got stuck on the damn level. But I still think it was like pretty good. Like people keep calling it like a Call of Duty clone or whatever. But
I have fond memories of playing Black Ops on the PS3 with So I'm not too concerned about it being a Call of Duty clone, as if Call of Duty is a 4-letter word. It's another fucking shooter. Get over it.
Yeah.
I love it because people who like they play similarly overrated games like Counter-Strike, and don't get me wrong, I love Counter-Strike, but you have people who play that who shit talk Call of Duty, and it's like, babe, they're literally second only to each other. I don't know who you're not playing some obscure like fantastic shooter. You're playing what is basically the Call of Duty for PC, even though Call of Duty is already on PC. So, like...
It started with the PC, too, so that's funny.
Yeah. Anyway, what else are we going to talk about?
Oh, yeah, I wanted to say that that bundle also works for Perfect Dark, which I think is pretty cool.
Ooh,
obviously works.
Nice gut.
Yeah, I think after I 100% Golden, I think I'll try Perfect Dark. I never actually played it before.
I have a little bit of... I don't think maybe I've played Perfect Dark. I don't remember. But I've seen a bunch of footage of it, and I know the general gist of it. And it's basically, as far as I understand it, it's like GoldenEye Deluxe. I know that's weird to say with Guitar Hero 2 Deluxe, but it's quite literally GoldenEye, but you actually need the expansion pack because they just put so much into it.
I think that's pretty cool.
And yeah, it was on Xbox Live Arcade, which is pretty sweet.
It was. Yeah.
Which is really funny to me because obviously it's an N64 game. They upped the graphics a little bit, but you could still tell it's an N64 game, and it's on Xbox Live Arcade. And again, I don't mind because I don't mind, oh, the graphics are dated. I don't mind that at all, but I just think that's amusing that I just bought this, $350 Xbox 360, and I'm going to use to play N64 games. That's me, probably, so it's not a huge deal.
Yeah. But I did talk about that GoldenEye XBLA game. I think I posted a video of that like in February when it was leaked.
Yeah.
I still wonder like what it would be like if it actually released.
Oh yeah, that's right. GoldenEye for the Xbox did leak. I forgot about that. And I remember like people. Wait, was this last year or earlier this year?
It was this year. It was this year.
What the hell is going on with this year as far as fucking game leaks go? First, GoldenEye. XBLA, Project Deluge. You remember Project Deluge?
Yeah, that was like giant. That was like so many.
Oh man, I still really want to keep going through Project Deluge. And of course, within the Guitar Hero community, that's what made Deluxe possible in the first place, because the versions of Guitar Hero that we got through Deluge had debugging capabilities, which means that we could actually properly mod the game. So Deluge was important for us as a community just on that. But also, it's just really awesome that you have all, there were seriously hundreds of games that came out, and some really early versions of some really big titles too. Like, I think, funny that we're talking about Okami earlier. I think that was one where they had like a really early demo that came out through Deluge, and I'm really interested in getting Cabby to play that and see what she thinks of it. She'd probably be like, "Oh, wow, that's really weird. That's totally different." So I appreciate Deluge muchly, though. I'm very glad that all that stuff is now properly preserved, and I can play it on my emulator at home, and I don't even need a dongle for it.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's just leaks recently. Like last year too, you had like this Nintendo leak at the Microsoft.
Yeah, the Nintendo leak. I forgot all the fuck about that, and we finally got the startup disc, and like, obviously more than that, we got what was it? Space World Pokemon finally at long last.
I think it was slightly before the Mega League.
Oh,
If I remember correctly. But it was still like pretty cool. Then you got like two Mega Leaks, right? Like, you got the first one, then you got like one later on. It had like SNES source code. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I love that stuff. I really love like beta stuff, which is why I have like a folder of like 250 gigs of it.
Yeah, and I would totally be up for doing more beta stuff, because I have a TCRF account, and I've actually written for it, and it's a lot of fun to. That was actually I should say my entrance into the Guitar Hero Milo Hack scene was that I was writing up. As far as I know, nobody had documented the retail demo, the 10-song demo that they had for Guitar Hero 2, which was shown off at EB Games and certain other retailers, and nobody had documented it. So I went ahead and wrote pages for it, and so I kind of became the documentation guy as far as that scene goes, among other things. But I'd like to get back to it, because I think if you give me a game that I recognize, there's a whole lot of I'm like the only guy who'd be like vaguely interested in covering all of the minutia that you'd need for a TCRF page, because there's a lot to go over. You get a decently full prototype version, and there's just so much, not just stuff that you see in game, but also stuff that is just in the files. So
yeah. I hope Project Deluge happens for like Xbox 360, because one of the games I've been interested in seeing more beta of, like, even though there's like a channel which covers the betas, one I would like to see the most is Dead Rising. I've been following like a guy that owns the betas like for years now, and I've been watching all his videos. They're pretty cool, but I think it would be even cooler if I got like access to it. And the reason he can't release those is because like he needs permission from the guy who he bought the discs from first. Like, and apparently that was like a couple that was some time ago actually. I don't remember when he said that, but like I have no idea what happened with that. But hopefully we'll see those released soon, because I really want to go through in like Xenia or something.
yeah, I hope that we get a 360 Deluge leak too. Of course, I was just talking about how we got debugging stuff for Guitar Hero through Deluge's PS2 lot. We're hoping the same thing happens with Rock Band, because, of course, Janak and Lizix, who appear to have disappeared at the moment, but they are both working on Rock Band 2 Deluxe, and unfortunately, they don't even have debugging tools. So when the game fucks up, they have no clue what goes on. So they just kind of have to guess. And that's exactly how modding Guitar Hero 2 was for a long time. So we're hoping that Rock Band comes out through that, and we can get like debugging for that. But beyond that, there's just there is a whole lot of 360 games that would be curious to see into their beta processes.
It'll be pretty cool, I think. Yeah.
And I know we're gonna get some. Sorry, hold on, one more. I know we're gonna get some other Deluge leaks, because there's the last pumpkin. Because we got one for the 3DO, I think.
Oh, that's awesome. 3DO's like obscure-ish.
Yeah, so we got a 3DO Deluge. I know there's one other console that we got it for. I'm not gonna get it off the top of my head. Let me look it up quick. Oh, Xbox, the original Xbox.
Oh fuck yeah, I love the original Xbox.
So we got We did not get stuff for the 3DO. My bad. So we got stuff for the PS2. We got stuff for the Xbox, the Sega Dreamcast, the PS1, the Sega Saturn, and the CDI.
Oh wait, I remember seeing. Wait, I'm stupid. I remember going through that Xbox leak for Deluge.
Yeah.
There was like some cool stuff like the Outrun 2 beta. That was pretty fun to see.
Yeah.
Love Outrun. But I was trying to think of like what other 360 games would be cool to see like the beta of.
Yeah.
Maybe like Dark Souls or something. I don't know.
Hmm.
Just like listing like games from the top of my head. Doritos Crash Course beta. That would be awesome.
Peaching DCB.
Yeah, shout out DCB. That was yeah. Yeah, man, XBLA is really cool. I remember like in 2015, 2016, I was looking like videos, and I see like this video for like this XBLA version of Mortal Kombat. I was like, wow, that looks so cool. I should play that. So I got my mom to buy it, and then I played it for like 2 minutes. I was like, wait a minute, I suck at fighters.
That's why I have zero interest in fighting games. Is I just do not have the patience to learn how they work. It would be utterly wasted on me.
Yeah, man, like fighting games are really complex. I still like play. I used to play Street Fighter 2 with a friend online sometimes. It was like fun.
That is one thing that I do. Unfortunately, the spirit of I think has kind of gotten lost a bit. Maybe it's just because I don't pay attention to new consoles. Xbox Live Arcade and the way that they had actual arcade games on it, I don't feel like that's a thing anymore.
It isn't.
Which is unfortunate because I like I said, I used to watch a lot of Classic Game Room, and I think I honestly might watch more of them. It's unfortunate what happened to Mark. He just kind of went off the deep end and got sick of it, and it's like, okay, whatever. But I grabbed all of the videos from their original run that I really loved watching, which is like a good 3 gigabytes because every video is so tiny because it was uploaded in 2008. And I have them on my external hard drive, so I can watch them forever and ever. And there's actually a couple of ones that I had to restore. I don't know if you've ever heard of Classic Game Room.
Oh, I have. I watched their videos like a couple of years ago. It was like 2014, 15.
Yeah. So it's unfortunate what happened to Mark and all the Undertow guys. Although I think Derek is still around. He was the main Undertow guy. So I might see what he's still up to. But anyway, when they did the videos for, they would end up having to take down older videos for copyright problems. So the 2 videos that really got hit with it were the GTA videos, which is well, there's the Guitar Hero videos. That's kind of obvious. Apparently, they don't really exist anymore, which is fine because, ironically enough, I was never too interested in it. They were always covering like Guitar Hero 3 and all of the ones that I didn't really care about. But then also the GTA videos. So they did San Andreas and Vice City, and Mark started both of them with these what do you call them? Montages. And they were montages of clips of just destruction from the different games. There was Vice City and there was San Andreas. So San Andreas started like literally 2 minutes of just him fucking up things set to I'm trying to remember what it was. Easier said than done, that's obvious. And then for Vice City it was Iran by A Flock of Seagulls. And unfortunately his uploads are still up. For the Vice City one, he had to re-upload it. There's still the montage, but it's him talking over it instead. And then he has stock music in the background. And then for the San Andreas one, he never uploaded a fixed version. So he literally just used the mute system on YouTube to mute the audio for that initial segment. And what I did was two people had actually mirrored the original uploads, and I went back and I spliced in the original audio on the better quality video that I grabbed. So it's like a total nerd thing, but I was like, oh, hey, look, nice. I actually have restored original copies like I saw with the music, because you have to have the music when you're watching somebody fuck something up in GTA. It is like, it's half of the experience of GTA is the music.
Yeah, which is why it boggles me that Rockstar doesn't like try to even restore license. I haven't heard like a single instance of them ever renewing the license.
And if anybody can do it, it's Rockstar. I mean, GTA 5 is literally the best-selling game of all time. If
Yeah, it's like,
anybody can do it, it's them.
of course, they're like have like billions of dollars in the bank, but they're like, nah, why bother?
And that's the wildest part to me, and I guess it's because they realize that they can just make money off of people paying for GTA Online instead. But back when Rockstar was a much smaller company, back in the 3D Universe days, they made so many different fucking games. They made the Bully series, they made the Manhunt series, they made Rockstar Presents Table Tennis.
The Warriors?
What's going on?
The Warriors. The Warriors.
Oh, I hadn't heard of that one.
Oh, that's a pretty good one.
But they were making all of these different games, and of course the mainline GTA games. And they haven't made a game since GTA 5. Oh, well, Red Dead 2. Alright.
No one talks about Red Dead 2.
No one gives a shit about Red Dead 2. Oh, there we go. 20 minutes is done.
Well, it was pretty fun talking to you, man.
Yeah, it's been a good time. I'm definitely think I'm gonna keep going with the call-in thing. If people are, I know I'm not gonna expect to see a giant list of people every single time, but if Borb wants to hop on for a half hour every stream, I'm perfectly okay with that. But
Actually, maybe. Oh fuck! I keep interrupting my.
no,
man.
go for it.
Oh yeah, I was saying that it made me feel more confident. I think I'm going to do this again.
Yeah, absolutely. Drop in again. It's been fun talking.
Hell yeah.
So I'll talk to you
All right.
soon. See ya.
Yeah, see ya, man.
You don't know how to say goodbye to people. I think it's a good. I think we're in a good spot to end the stream. To be perfectly honest, there's still stuff I have to do for Deluxe, and I also just want to be able to relax because I'm sure you guys have seen me skate around Suburbia for ages. Let's see what else I still have to do. I got the nose grab. I just had to get the points. All right, whatever. I got the rest. I do need a holiday. Borb, you have no reason to be sleepy. You have been doing. Oh, I don't have a memory card in. That's right. I 100%ed this game, so I don't have to worry about it. Yay! All right, we're just gonna call that right there. Then we're just gonna call that right there. So yeah, I still have stuff to do on Deluxe and all that. But hey, we got a stream in it. It was a really good stream. Honestly, I really did enjoy this. So I might just keep that as an option. If anybody wants to come in and bomb for 20 minutes, a half hour, go for it. So, thanks to everyone who called in. I am Marf. I guess I'll let everybody say their goodbyes before I cut. Get them 07s in the chat. I love it. The chat is so not laggy. It's like you're actually in the same room with me, unlike with live chat where it felt like you guys are watching the NBC. Fuck off, Borb. Fuck off. I'm not letting you shoot your mic. Fuck off. But not to you, good folks. You have a good one. And Deluxe tomorrow. So if anybody actually is watching for Guitar Hero stuff, which didn't happen, because obviously I wasn't going to play Guitar Hero stuff on stream, but hey. Also, for the record, I know that several people are watching me right now, but YouTube is still only telling me there's one concurrent viewer. I have a single-ass viewer. There are like 6 people in this chat right now. What are you on about, YouTube? Anyway. It's Cabby. It's Cabby. Cabby is my biggest fan. I love her. Okay. I'm gonna go now. Deluxe tomorrow. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll talk to you again next week. Yeah.